Okay, next we want to talk about the second rule for using commas. A comma separates a non-essential element from the rest of the sentence. So let's look at this first example. The best employees, those with critical thinking skills, are often hard to find in today's market. So pretend like the commas, the here and here, are handles, and you can use those handles to pull all that information that's in blue out of the sentence. You'd end up with the best employees are often hard to find in today's market. This is good because the sentence makes sense without the stuff that's in between the commas. So if you can take it out and the sentence still makes sense, you can put commas around it. Some more examples. Tiffany, who works hard, will pass this class. If you take out everything between the commas, we have Tiffany will pass this class. That sentence makes sense. Students who work hard will pass this class, though. If we take out who work hard, our sentence is students will pass this class. What students? All of the students? Some of the students? Specific students? I don't know. I'm confused. So the sentence doesn't really work without that information, which means the commas are incorrect and the sentence should be students who work hard will pass this class. So you just have to ask yourself if you can take out the information that is in between the commas and make sure that you have both of them because they're handles you use to take that information out. Third rule. Whoops, scrolled too far. Commas separate an introductory element from the rest of the sentence. So the introductory element is this part before the subject, before the sentence actually starts. During this time of isolation, I cannot go out to eat or see my students. Those are the two things I miss the most, by the way, going out to eat and getting to see all y'all. So during this time of isolation, that actually comes before the subject of the sentence, which is I, me, right here. I cannot go out to eat or see my students is the main part of the sentence. So this part is considered an introduction. Before I go to class, I like to get coffee. Again, we have an introduction before the actual subject of the sentence, I. So we have to have a comma there. When school was in session, Jakeo would sit in the lobby every morning. Introduction, when school was in session. Actual sentence, the subject of the sentence is Jakeo, so we have a comma before that. Look for subordinating conjunctions, during, before, when. These can help you know that you have to have a comma, right? Because the subordinating conjunction is at the beginning of the sentence, like we've said before. And look for the subject. So we know the subject I, the subject Jakeo. We know we have to have our commas before that. And then our last rule, I've saved this one for last because it's the easiest one for you guys because you learned it when you were like in second grade. And this rule is that commas separate items in a series, and we consider it a series if there are three or more things. Three or more things. So I like cats, dogs, and unicorns. Separate that with sentences with commas. My students are Jakeo, Tiffany, Heather, and Josephine. Separate that with commas. My pets are named Toothless Amelia and Private Louie. True fact. Say hi, Private Louie. Hi. Notice that you have to put a comma after every item, including the one before the and. That's one that's left out in journalism and people debate it a lot. But for English class, make sure that you're using that last comma. And those are the 4 rules for using commas, guys.